And welcome to my channel Options Trader Today. So today in this video I will explain you how the price of crude has moved in the last week and how the price of crude can move in the next week. See, if you look at the chart of crude after pandemic, if you look at the chart from pandemic, what you have seen that it has made a negative trend in pandemic. After that it moved upside and already made a high of around $130.78. Okay, before, if you look at this particular trend, how the trend was moving, if you look at this trend, it was moving in a narrow zone. See, it is trying to go in a narrow zone. As soon as it hit this particular zone, it went downside. Okay, now if you look at this particular trend also, you can say that after making this particular trend, what it says that whenever hit its previous high, we have seen a sharp fall comes. Okay, if you look at this particular trend, see, look at that zone 4-5, and this is the sixth time it tries to move upside, but it didn't sustain. Okay, and it already made high of 123, and from there is a continuous fall. Now if you look at the trend, what you can see that a fall is from 10, 20 to even 50% in the crude prices. Okay, it form a swing that goes upside, and now after that it make a new high, and that is being repeated for 5 times continuously, and 6th time it would have been repeated, but it didn't sustain this level. After that there is a continuous fall. Before we move ahead and explain you where the crude price can move in the next week, if you have any doubt, you can mail me at stockmarkettradinglab@gmail.com, and one more mail ID in the description. Please watch the full video so you understand how this technical work, and a Telegram link I've given in the description. You can join that too. See, look at this particular trend. There is a continuous fall we have seen, and this fall is from 4 weeks continuously. As you can see, 4 red candles are forming. Look at this particular chart. Okay, the gap was still pending, as I have already explained you that if the price fall below level of 79, chances of touching 75.33 was on a higher side. Okay, but the volatility is high that you have to reduce your quantity in order to sustain for a long period of time. Okay, so that is good, but it will not move directly downside. It will hold for some time, it will go up and it will come down. Overall trend will be on the downside if you are if this gap was there, suppose. Okay, now suppose if the price didn't sustain this particular level, chances are high, yes, it cannot sustain, and chances are high it can go further low, and a probability of, see, suppose if you have $10,000, and you should always reduce your quantity so that you can sustain for a long period of time. And see, overall trend is downside, so suppose if the price didn't sustain, chances are very high it can go further low, because overall trend is downside, and it can touch a level of $69.42, and if that level move further low, then chances of touching a level of 68 is there. So okay, so once it goes below level of 68, then chances of going further low will be there, and then we can see a level of 66.46, and if that level move further down, then we can see a level of $64.18, and once it move below this level, chances of touching 62.16 is there. If the price fall below that particular zone, then we can see it can fall further low towards a level of 59.16. Okay, you have to keep that in mind that once started falling below 68, chances of going further down will be there, and then a probability is very high it can go towards 61.8 to a level of 59.51 to a level of 57.13, and if that level move further down, then we can see it can go further low towards a level of $53.45. Okay, and once the price fall 55, I'll make another video explaining you where it can go. Now see, as I've already explained you, market will not move sharp upside or sharp fall. It will only happen when there is a big news is coming. Otherwise, how it moves, it will hold for some time, then it go upside in the same way. In the same way, it will come down, hold for some time, then it will come down. This is how it moves. It will not make a sharp move till the time there is no big news. Suppose it form a swing at this particular level, as we have seen a hammer is trying to form. So suppose if this level sustain, then the next resistance we can see coming at around 71.46. okay, and once it sustains above 71.46, it can cross a level of 72.94, which is already a weak resistance, so chances of going further upside is there. Then we can see a level of $74. Suppose if the price move up that level, it can cross that particular zone, and chances of going towards 76.86 is there. This 76.86 is again a resistance which is already a strong resistance. So once it sustain above this level and sustain above a level of 77, then we can see as a probability of touching $78.4 is there, and from there we can see a level of 81.7. Keep that in mind. Once the price sustain above 81.7, then chances of going towards a level of around 82.41 is there, and from there it can cross a level of 84.60. 84.60 is already a weak resistance. Chances are very high it can cross a level of 85.8, and once it sustain 85.8, then we can see it can go further upside. Okay, any doubt regarding this, you can mail me. I've given the mail IDs also in the description. And undersell for a particular trade, for a particular limit, for a day, so that your capital should not be wiped out. That is very important. Okay, so hope you like the video, and if you want to attend that workshop, mail me regarding that and we can work on the timings. So hope you like the video, and if you like the video, please give a thumbs up, and if you're new to my channel,